Tell us a little bit more about the Energy Medicine Hub that you created.
I started the Energy Medicine Hub in July as a safe space. It's a private group on Facebook for therapists and health professionals, and some therapists working in energy medicine, to come together and talk about their experiences. Now, everybody's still a little bit shy because it's quite a new group, and that's kind of what happens. So we've got hundreds of members now, and we're growing every day, every week, adding more and more people. In the hub, then I do some small mindfulness exercises. I've done some embodiment and fascial movement exercises, but most of the time I talk about ACMOS. And I was doing every week, and then every second week, and now every month, a live demonstration of a distance balance. And so someone in the hub would volunteer, we would set up the session, record it, and the recordings are all on there. So that we're building up more and more repertoire of practical experience for people. And that's the best way to really see what ACMOS is like in action, because we could talk till the cows come home and it doesn't make sense to anyone because it's not within their experience. So we have a frame of reference that we're used to looking through at life through that funnel. And so that's what we understand. And anything outside of that, we'll kind of draw in. But if something is outside of that, way over there, then it's kind of, well, I want to understand that more, explain it to me more, but you can't explain it in words as well as you can explain by showing and demonstrating. And so that's the purpose of the hub, is to show the world what ACMOS is about. And I'm interested in working with therapists, people who are able to establish a therapeutic rapport, who are used to running appointments, who are used to the human interaction side, who have anatomy and physiology background, who have a bit of psychology training so that they can support people, because often you will reach points which may be linked with people's traumas. So you can not speak about them and do purely the vibrational change. Or if that person starts to speak about in a session, then we're looking for a skill set in our practitioners to be able to work at that deeper level. So we can train people to do ACMOS in a surface level. Is not the right thing, because it's never surface, always in working with a hidden level, where you can work with family and friends and sort of trusted clients. But if you want to really work at a very deep level with people, in the way that I work with people, then we now have a program that enables you to do that. And it's the aim is to get the right people into the program, because we need more practitioners and we need more teachers, because we're such almost a secret in the medical world. And that's for a number of reasons. Not least my own personal circumstances. My kids have only just left home. And so I couldn't go off to Paris 4 times a year, and India a couple of times a year, and go to the States and do lots of training, because I was a mother first and foremost. But now I don't need to, because the training is online. So we have about 80 hours of recorded material between the more in-depth deep dives that I've put together over the last year and a half, and the version of the course which was recorded in a classroom setting, which takes you through the training to certification level, but the deep dives take you to practitioner level. That's the difference. And there will be lives and question and answers and masterclasses and live balances within that group. So we're looking at really taking people who already have a level of skills and raising that up, and maybe taking them off in a different tangent and finding new horizons, but in a very supportive, friendly. I want the numbers to be small. I want to know who people are, and I want to inspire people in the way that Dr. Rennie inspired me.
For practitioners listening, where should they go for both the Energy Medicine Hub and for that online training and to get themselves to a proficient level of ACMOS?
The Energy Medicine Hub is on Facebook. It's a private group, but you can find it if you put in the whole term, the Energy Medicine Hub. Mm-hmm. In hindsight, it might have been a mistake to have the "the" in there, but it's there. And if you would like to have a chat to me, you can book an introductory chat with me through my website, which is carolrobertson.co.uk. There's a booking page.
We'll add the links as well. And for patients interested in receiving ACMOS method, where can they go?
That's a difficult one because we do not have enough practitioners. So I'm snowed under with work because when people look on the internet, they find me. And so I have people from all around the world coming to me. But we do have practitioners in the States. We have practitioners in the UK. We have just about a cohort of practitioners ready to roll here nearby in Scotland. And I plan to have them as my local team, and they will be a mentored team. So they will help me with some of my workload. We have practitioners in New Zealand and in Australia, in India, in Hong Kong. But because in the past, the requirement was to travel to Paris for support and for further education, then a lot of people trained and use it for their family and friends. They might measure their supplements, but they don't actually embrace the system in its wholeheartedness and its maximum capacity.
Yeah.
So that can change now because you do not need to leave home. You can train online. There's a lot of support available. We don't need to be in the same room to do that.